Before we begin, I'd like to invite you to our new League 1 and 2 Discord server. The League 1 and 2 Discord gives users an opportunity to be with all your fellow fans. The Discord has chat channels, matchday threads and voice channels, as well as other exciting ways to communicate with your fellow fans. All fans are welcome and each fan gets their team assigned to their own server profile. We are looking for representatives from each team in the Discord, so spread the word and join our growing League 1 and 2 Discord community. We currently have about 50 members in the Discord at the moment. We do fans of the week and we have fantastic discussions in there, and if you would like to get involved, please look at the description down below to join up, and every fan is welcome. I would also like to thank Brian, who has supported the channel by donating it 20 beers, and he says, "Hi Reese, thanks a lot for your great programme. I really appreciate the amount of work you put in every week. Hope the Gills can turn things around and we can climb out of the dreadful relegation zone. At least we still have quite a lot of games left in the season. Best wishes, Brian." Thank you very much, Brian, and yeah, absolutely agree with you here. It has been a dreadful start to the season, and dare I say, we are already in the midst of a relegation battle, and hopefully you're also right in saying there's enough games left for us to turn it around. We'll have to wait and see how the season unfolds. But again, thank you very much, Brian, for the donation. I really appreciate it. It really helps me and it supports the channel really nicely. So thank you very much. And if you would like to support the channel, the link to buy me a coffee is in the description down below. And anyone that donates anything from €1 or £1 will have their message read out in the next video. Welcome to German Gills. Gills are back in action tonight as we play Cheltenham for the 4th time this season already. Live match reaction will be coming today from your host, Reese. The last time we met in the league, Gills were already promoted and enjoying life at the top of League 2. But German Gills is coming live from Duisburg, Germany to see how all the action unfolds at Priestfield Stadium. Schön, dass du da bist und los geht's, Gills. Welcome to the German Gills show as Gillingham take on Cheltenham Town this Tuesday night under the floodlights at Mems Priestfield Stadium. Gills have had a torrid time recently in the league and maybe we can turn it around tonight against Cheltenham, who knows. But kickoff in the UK is at 7:45, but here over in Germany it's a late one, it's 8:45, but it's really great to have you here on this German Gills show. It's going to be a tough game today with lots of injuries, so we're interested to see how this one turns out. However, if you would like to look at our socials, our Instagram is German Gills and our Twitter is Deutsche Gills. If you would like to go straight to the live match reaction, look at the time at the top of the screen and go to that point in the video. Dear oh dear, losing 2-0 to Crewe at the weekend is something all Gills fans didn't want at all. However, there is a part of me that kind of expected it. Crewe were overdue a win. We are full of injuries and barely field any senior players, so it was the best time to actually play us. And in the end, it ended 2-0 to Crewe. And you know what? They thoroughly deserved it. However, tonight we are playing Cheltenham Town for the 4th time already this season. We're going to obviously play them one more time a little bit later to make it 5. I can't remember the last time that's happened. I think it has done before. I'm sure someone in the comments will tell me. But again, I'm sure we have an injury crisis and a very difficult team selection to make. Will Steve Evans stay? Will Steve Evans go? It's a little bit chaotic at Gillingham at the moment, and we have another game tonight. So it's going to be a tough one. Fingers crossed we can get something from it. I just want to get some points, man, to get away from that relegation zone. Cheltenham Town are going to be a tough opposition as ever. They've obviously been recently promoted from League 2 into League 1, and they are a tough nut to crack. Anyway, I know I could just say let's look at the last time we met them, which would have been last week, but let's actually have a look at the last time we met Cheltenham Town in the league. This was Gillingham's promotion and title winning season. We'd already gone up at this point, but Cheltenham did go ahead 1-0 through Michael Hector.
This goal means the champagne will have to stay on ice.
Cheltenham did have a chance in the second half to make it 2-0, but the game ended Cheltenham 1, Gillingham 0, and Gillingham ended up winning the league that season. So tonight for German Gills, we have our matchday correspondent. Welcome to the show, Adam Westgate.
Guten Abend, it is nice to be back.
Absolutely so. Tonight, Cheltenham, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think it's the 4th time we've played them this year, so if we haven't worked them out tactically, we're a bit buggered. But we've put out a patched up team tonight, and if you look at the team sheet, it could have been a lot worse from what we saw. We were just saying that a second ago. So I do have hope that we can do something. I mean, obviously with Dempsey and Oliver out, it's always going to be dodgy with the depth we've got, but I think we can do something tonight.
Hopefully. We've got Ollie Lee on starting up as well, so this will be an interesting addition to the team, which we haven't seen for a while.
Oh, absolutely, and hopefully he can get the full sort of form going when he was on loan with us, because he hasn't really got going with us since signing permanent, but then it's been very stop-start and obviously the injury, so you never know what goes on behind the scenes. And the best thing I'd say for people who've criticised him is the second season Ryan Jackson had with us under Justin Edinburgh, he didn't play as well. Then we found out he played with an injury all year, soldiering on, so damned if you do or damned if you don't. So we don't know what's gone on with Lee, because loan seasons he was brilliant for us.
He was. It's unfortunate, but hopefully he can get something tonight. And we so need a win, don't we, Adam? We so need a win.
We do. It'll only be our fourth one this year, so it's getting a bit desperate now. Not complete battle stations, because we're not even in the relegation zone yet. But it'll be alarming if we don't start picking up soon. It could get pretty bad. Dare I ask the next score prediction for today? I'm going to go for a 2-1 because I still feel we're a bit vulnerable in defence, but. Yeah, I was between whether we'll be more vulnerable in defence or up front, because we are struggling to score at the moment, but I'll stick with 2-1.
Okay, I hope that comes true. We could do the 3 points, and we'll find out what the score is at half-time, and we'll speak to you then.
Yep, speak to you then.
Now it's time to head over to the Mems Priestfield Stadium for tonight's live match reaction. Your skates, Gills. And we are about to get underway live at Priestfield tonight under the floodlights. I have to say, the crowd's looking pretty threadbare this evening. That's pretty typical of a Tuesday night game, as Gillingham can't even get the kickoff right at the start of this game. We're going to have a second go. But yeah, I think we're looking at about possibly 3,000 max in the stadium. That doesn't look particularly good, but we are underway. We're watching here live tonight, so hopefully we can get something from this game. Oh, Gills have got the ball here. They've gone through. This could be a chance for Akinde. Can he get an early goal here? He can do. It's taken out. It's gone in. Oh, it's just gone wide. Oh, Akinde should have done a little bit better there, but it's a really strong start from Gills in that sense by getting the first real attack of the game through Akinde. It was a throw-in that Ollie Lee depossessed Cheltenham from a throw-in and then put through Akinde. He was in a similar position last week at Crewe and the keeper managed to save it. This time he just misses on the right-hand side of the post. Pretty solid start from both teams, I have to say, but Gills with the closest opportunity in the first sort of 3 or 4 minutes of this game. The ball over the top by Cheltenham here, and they could be in with a chance here as Aimer tried to clear. They've taken the shot, decent save by Cumming. The ball is still active, good block by Aimer, and eventually I think it's going to be cleared by Gills. And oh, is it? Yeah, there you go. It's gone to Jackson. It's their first attack, Cheltenham. And why are we showing the highlight when the ball is still active? I follow. Fix this. It's ridiculous. I'm still watching the game. Don't do it when the ball is still active. The game is still going on. Anyway, Cheltenham's best chance of the game was there. They nearly put the ball in the back and it good save by Cumming. So Cheltenham got a corner on the right-hand side. When we played them before at their place recently, they scored from a corner, so we have to deal with this one. As it's bouncing around, and we haven't dealt with it. And Cheltenham have scored from a corner again. And they've gone 1-0 up. Really poorly defended by Gills, and it's been a bit of an end-to-end game at the moment, and then Cheltenham have just been the ones that got the upper hand. We did not want that to happen this early on, or at all, to go 1-0 down, because it now puts us on the back foot. Confidence will go down. And if we look at this really, Cheltenham did attack it particularly well at the near post, but it was poorly defended by Gills, and Cheltenham's punished it. So, as it currently stands, it is Gillingham 0, Cheltenham Town 1. Lintot's looking to charge through. He's going alone. He needs to get the shot away. He has done. Oh, I thought it was flying in the top left-hand corner, but it obviously was deflected and took the pace right off of it, and Flinders just gathered it in the air. The problem with depth perception with this game sometimes in the camera angles, but I had something to shout about, so I'm going to put that in the highlight reel. But Lintott, I just want to say, actually, while we're on this, Lintott's been absolutely brilliant so far. He's been really impressive, his style of play and his quality. Something to look forward to in the future, and there's a little glimmer of it there. Gills got a chance. There's a ball over top for Akinde. He needs to make something from it. He's got support in the box. There's not many. It's gone to Lintott, and it's just gone wide. I mean, it was a really good breakaway, good ball over the top, and by Lee. We've missed that for a few games, and it's just Akinde. You know, we had three Cheltenham players around him. He managed to find Lintott, which was excellent, and Lintott just couldn't quite steer it on target. A good opportunity for Gills, and another one of the better ones this half. There is a goal in for Gills in this game. I'm certain of it. If we keep playing this, I'm sure it will come. I'm sure of it. And still 1-0 Cheltenham. Well, Gills got a breakaway opportunity here. They're going to put one for Akinde. Can Akinde do something here? He's got some support there in Lintott. He needs to give it to him. Lintott puts the ball in. Can Gills create something? No, it's headed away, but gone to Lee, who's looking to shoot. He's still looking to shoot. Oh, and it's a decent save from the goalkeeper, and it's near post. That's a great ball through by Lee. Can Gills get a goal here? They might do. Akinde should be burying that. I saw that he's just put it to the left-hand side of the post. Gills cannot score at the moment. What is this? We've created, let me just count my highlights. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our 5th decent chance of this half so far, and Gills still failed to find the back of the net. I know that we're struggling for strikers, but surely sometime there's got to go in at some point. I mean, that's a fantastic ball by Lee. The keeper was second-guessing, and in fairness, the keeper did cover the angle as well, but Akinde should be putting that on target at least. And Gills, I do feel now, should be level in this game and going in a half-time 1-0. And that is half-time. So it's half-time, and as it currently stands, it's Gillingham 0, Cheltenham Town 1. And of course, we have our matchday correspondent. Welcome back, Adam Westgate.
Thanks for having me.
So what do you make of that first half performance so far?
Well, I think Gillingham were the better of the two teams, but we just can't take our chances at all. Akinde had a really good one at the start when Ollie Lee nicked the ball and passed it through, but I think it was a mixture of good defending and just, he's not the quickest, John Akinde, so the defender could stay goal side of him and just, he didn't nick it off him because it was a goal kick, but... And then there was another one from Akinde as well, where he just got it agonisingly close towards the end of the first half. And I'd say it's been a bit frustrating, and it was a scrappy goal for Cheltenham. So we've just got to dig in, maybe use our only 2 subs we can, pretty much. Not Akinde, Sithole and Ackhurst, and try and make the best of it. But I don't think we were too bad. Battling, I think we could get something.
I was thinking that during the game we could probably get something from this game. If we continue that performance in the second half, then I feel that a goal is coming. But it's pretty tough out there at the moment. What's the attendance and what's the crowd like at the moment?
Very low. I think it's at the best probably about 3,000. I'm just looking into, just to report for you, the piano bar with the nice little, little side dishes people are having. It looks quite nice in there. It's a good bar. They'll be a lot warmer than us. So as a report, I'd say probably the best bit of the atmosphere is probably inside, but not for the likes of us, I'm afraid. You're over in Germany, and I'm stuck here with the peasants. Yeah,
well, it's not we don't want the atmosphere inside the piano bar. We want it out in the stands. So hopefully, Gills can get a goal in the second half to turn it around, and we'll catch up with you at full time, Adam. Where hopefully we'll have at least a goal to talk about.
I hope so. And to be honest, if the subs keep going this way, we might need the harpist and the piano player to be on the subs bench in the next game.
We may be. All right, maybe need that. Anyway, we'll catch up at full time.
See you then.
2 online commentaries for you as well. Dover against Wealdstone.
And we are underway in the second half. Let's see if Gills can get something from this. I haven't got much optimism in my voice at the moment, so apologies for that.
That Gillingham will have to play through them here.
Gills has given the ball away very easily there. This could be 2-0. Really poor from Gills. Decent save from Cumming. Wow, Cheltenham should have scored there easily. Gills gave the... Why are you going to a highlight? Come on, the game is still live. Stop doing this. Wait till the ball goes out of play at least. Cheltenham should have scored though. It should be 2-0 and over.
He was bludgeoned to the floor by a Phillips.
It's a ball over the top by Cheltenham. That's a great head forward, and it's going to be an opportunity here. Cheltenham are going to go 2-0 up. What a fantastic goal that is by Cheltenham, and Gills have been pegged back to another goal, and it's more misery for Gills at the moment. We've got injury crisis, players unfit, and Cheltenham are taking full advantage of that this Tuesday night here at Priestfields. And it was a lovely move from Cheltenham. It's a lovely ball over the top, headed through, a lovely one too, and then slotted in the right corner, bottom right corner. It was a really lovely composure, lovely ball over the top. Maybe Tucker should do better there, but it was eventually easily put away. Actually, coolly put away by the Cheltenham striker, and Gills are 2-0 down.
Was different on the balance of play, perhaps at 1-0 down.
Gills got another chance to get back quickly. They've got Jackson on the right-hand side. Gills got a great saying earlier they're going to have any chance in this game. As it comes over to Lee, who's going to take the shot. It bounces and it's saved by the goalkeeper. Really good save because the ball was bouncing on the floor and the keeper makes a decent save. Another good reply from Gills. They need to get a goal quickly if they want to get back into this game.
Some magic solution riding over the hill.
And that is full time. So as it ended there, it was Gillingham 0, Cheltenham Town 2. And as ever, we have our matchday correspondent back on the show, Adam Westgate.
Hello.
So, 2-0 loss. What do you make of that at the end?
I think there's a lot to say. I mean, we had a few chances. I thought probably we had the most of the possession and there were a few chances for us to put something away, but lack of creativity, lack of finish. I mean, we're missing Dempsey, Oliver, and God knows how many other people. I'm just mentioning the two main ones, and it just shows. And even people like Carayol and McKenzie, and they're not fully fit. I mean, you can see it. It's and then you've got 16-year-olds coming on. It's just the injuries are just. I've never seen anything like it.
No, absolutely. But the thing is, I want to try and end on a positive note. So I'm going to ask you this question: we've got a lot of kids on the pitch. Are there any kids in our sort of team that have really shown that they've got a good future ahead of them?
Well, I think Sithole definitely has. I mean, Evans has mentioned about how good he can be, and I've been impressed with when I've seen him. I mean, there wasn't a lot to do tonight, but it was a very difficult performance for everyone, I think. Very hard to tell with, I think you pronounce it Gabode, and also Gale. They didn't get long on the pitch, and the game was lost by that point anyway. I think we were literally just resting first teamers to not have them completely, done and dusted for Portsmouth, so which is the sensible strategy. But yeah, I'd say Sithole looks good, and Lintott looks fine from what I've seen. Heard good things about Ackhurst, but I haven't seen him, so I do think there is decent potential there, but I think it's a lot to put on their shoulders right now.
Yeah, there is a lot to put on them. It's not the right environment for them to play in either. I suppose one thing to say: are you going to be there at the Portsmouth game on the weekend?
I will be there at the Portsmouth game. Oh, and on a positive note, another one. My first time seeing Dan Phillips. I'm very impressed.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, he is good. He just needs that support around him. I think is a fair assumption to make.
Well, he was a key player that Evans pointed out at the start of the season. He got injured very early, and I bloody had to miss Morecambe, didn't I? One of the only 3 wins. But I've seen the other 2, Cambridge and Doncaster. So yeah, and I hadn't seen Phillips until today, and I thought he was very good. Okay,
well, we'll speak to you at Portsmouth. Thank you very much for being our matchday correspondent tonight, and have a safe journey home.
Thank you very much.
So as it ended, Cheltenham 2, Gillingham 0. Wasn't the best game for Gills. A lot of kids on the pitch, lots of injuries. It's what we expect, really. But I think we're going to be really struggle for the next few games coming as well. We can't wait for that break to happen where we're not playing one Saturday. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and if you haven't done so already, follow us on our socials, which is on Instagram, which is German Gills, and on Twitter, Deutsche Gills. You can also join our League 1 and 2 Discord. The link to that is in the description, and if you would like to support the channel, there's a link to buy me a coffee also in the description. Any donations are muchly appreciated. Thank you very much, and as ever, los geht's, Gills.